The Waveney, for me, as my local river, has always been a kind of escape route. It's a way into another world. And of course there is this secret network of ways into another world all over Britain, and they are our rivers. Lay aside your cloak, O birch tree, lay aside your white skin wrapper, for the summertime is coming, and the sun is warm in heaven, and you need no white skin wrapper. Thus aloud cried Hiawatha in the solitary forest, by the rushing Taquamenor, when the birds were singing gaily, in the moon of leaves were singing. Rivers like the Waveney, quiet places, contemplative places, hidden places, nobody knows, nobody frequents very much. It's about 66 miles long, I think, altogether, from its source on Redgrave Fen all the way down to Lowestoft, where it meets the North Sea. Redgrave, Wortham, Roydon, Diss, Scole, Billingford, Hoxton, Rockdish. I'm going to go on a voyage by canoe down the first sort of 40-odd miles of it, what's known as the Upper Waveney, down as far as Geldeston Lock. It becomes tidal below there, and it becomes part of the system of the Norfolk Broads. Very beautiful, but not as secret and as really private a place, really. Give me of your boughs, O cedar, of your strong and pliant branches, my canoe to make more steady, make more strong and firm beneath me. Well, it's a sunny afternoon in June, and I'm sitting in the canoe on Redgrave Fen at the source of the River Waveney. This is the great watershed between Norfolk and Suffolk, and the Ouse rises here as well as the Waveney. The Ouse flows out to the west and ends up at King's Lynn, and the Waveney flows east and ends up at Lowestoft and Yarmouth. Ersham, Bungay, Ellingham, Geldeston, Barsham, Beccles, Lowestoft, Yarmouth. One of the canoe trips that always inspired me is a literary canoe trip made by Robert Louis Stevenson and his friend Simpson in a couple of canoes through the rivers and canals of Belgium and northern France in 1876. They just took off in a couple of canoes, Stevenson in the Arethusa, an oak-built canoe, and Simpson in a sleek cedar-built canoe called the Cigarette. I call my canoe Cigarette after that because it's sleek. It may not be cedar-built, but it's a wooden canoe. It's a very beautiful craft. And I always think it's more like Simpson's Cigarette than Stevenson's Arethusa. It means I've always got a kind of imaginary companion, which is Stevenson. I couldn't think of a better companion. Stevenson paddling alongside in a ghostly sort of way. Always something magical and numinous about the sources of rivers. And this is in fact a river fen. The name Redgrave means reed grove, something along those lines. And it's always been a place where people cut these beautiful reeds, which are what you'd use for thatching houses. The Phragmites reed. I've tied up to a post that's sticking up out of the water, and I'm looking down through this gorgeous clear water to the golden peaty river bottom. It's like being in a plane looking down at a rainforest, just a lovely little forest of waterweed. Now the sun's coming out and the ripples are casting shadows across the bottom, across the golden peaty bottom of the river.